Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to today's Maintenance Monday live stream, episode number 32. As always, appreciate your support of this channel. We've got some new subscribers in the last week since we went live last, so welcome to all the new subscribers. If you're watching this on the replay, please subscribe, ring that bell. You'll get notifications of new live streams and also tutorials when they're added to the channel. If you're watching live, why not give the video a thumbs up? That would be great. That'll help other people to find it. So today we're going to revisit a bit of a topic that we looked at a number of weeks ago, and we're going to look at a new method to recover or to reset a lost SuperUser password for your Joomla site. Now, John Mulholt, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly, John, gave us in the comments for that video a really great, really cool method. Very easy to reset a password. And others shared some other methods as well. We're going to look at them spread out over the coming weeks and different episodes, but I thought we'd take a look at John's today. And it involves changing the SuperAdmin password, or any password, right in the database. You can type in a new password and it gets encrypted. It's really cool. Really easy. And why don't we head on over to pay attention to the screen, and we will check that out right now. Hey, before we do get going, just want to give you an update. I mentioned this a couple months ago. There's a new prize that was going to be added to the monthly giveaway, and I was hoping to have that ready for February, but it took a little while to get sorted out, and it's still not quite sorted out. But I can tell you right now, in fact, I should probably just switch back quick here. Tell you right now that in March's contest, we're going to be adding to the giveaway not only the 1-year subscription to manage one site on myjoomla.com, or 1 month to manage as many sites as you want, together with a free pro version, a free pro subscription to any of Peter Weston's regularlabs.com professional version of extensions. And now also we're going to be adding a giveaway every month, Joomla 3 Explained. It's a paperback book. It will be shipped to your house if you're the winner, and if you are in one of the number of countries that this actually will ship to. And I'll explain that to you more I'll explain that more later on when I have reviewed the list of all the countries and tell you why. But anyways, that's going to be the third thing there. Nice book there, Joomla 3 Explained. So that might work well for you, or it might work well for one of your clients or your friends, whoever that's starting to using Joomla, if you win that book. All right, now we'll head over to the screen here. And to enter that contest, all you need to do is go to basicjoomla.com. Go to giveaways, and you will be taken to the most current contest. And as you see, there's 5 days left before we give away March's prize pack. So head on over there and enter, and you can enter often. There's lots of different ways to do that. All right, now to the topic of the day. Let's check out how we can reset a lost password for our Joomla database, for our website. So basically what you want to do is go into the first step, hosting control panel for where your website is hosted. I use cPanel here for my company. And then you're going to go down to databases. In the database area, you want to click on phpMyAdmin, or whatever tool your web host offers, to allow you to go right in and manually do things with your database. You're going to click on that, and then in your account you will see down the left hand side a whole list of all of the databases. I have quite a few because I have lots of installs on this particular account for doing different tutorials and things. You want to pick the right one. Now, if you don't know which database it is that is running your website, what you want to do in your control panel is go to whatever tool they give you for managing files, click on that, and then go to the folder where your Joomla site is installed. So because I have lots of sites, I have them in many subfolders here. Go find your Configuration.php file. Right click on that and go to edit. And then you're going to see down the list, you will see where it says DB, and their public $DB equals basic Jew underscore JAWS 2 in this case. Basic Jew being the shortened version of my basic Joomla site login. So we know that it's JOS2. It's the database that's named JOS2 that we want to go into. So when we go back to phpMyAdmin, we then just click on that database. And then we'll be presented with a list of all the tables that are in that database. And depending on the size of how many tables there are in your Joomla site, you might have to go to the very bottom and then scroll and go to a second page. Not so with this site. But what you want to do is find the table that is _users. You might have different 3 letters, and you probably should for security reasons. Then JOS users, but find the users table and then click on Browse. Now you'll be presented with a list of all the users in your site. And as you see, I only have 1 user on this site, and it is my login. And then here comes the trick. Here's what your password is if you've forgotten it, but of course that's not going to do anything for you, is it? Over here to the left of the line, click on Edit. You'll see next to a pencil. And John, thanks very much for giving such great detailed instructions in your comment there, because it made it really easy for me to prepare this and be practiced for sharing it with others too. So we go to Edit and click on that. And then there we'll be presented with fields showing all the contents of all of the different lines. We want to go to the password field, click on the drop down, and go down and select MD5. All right. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go and select the hash or the encoding or your current password that's all encrypted, and going to delete. Just delete that, empty it. Now you can type in your new password. And I'm just going to type new password. Next, just go down to the bottom and click on Go. And you'll see now you have your new password has been encoded right here in this line. We could actually go back and edit and see there it is, all encoded, which is great. I'll just click back on that. Now all you need to do is go and test this. Let's go to the back end of the site. I'm going to log out, and my username on this site is public-admin, and I'm going to type NEWPASSWORD. Hit enter, and there's your new password. You can even update it if you want. Now, of course, don't use new password for your password. You want something else. But at this point, now that I'm in the back end of the site, I could go to Users, Manage. And I could then click on SuperUser. And then I could go to password, and I could put in better password. Write it down, remember it. We'll save that. The cool thing is we can go back to that table, to user, and we'll go down the left-hand side column this time. No, it doesn't show as much there. Let's go to JOS2. We'll go scroll right down to users. We'll click browse, and there you have it. The password has been changed. So that's a pretty easy way to gain access to your Joomla site or a Joomla site you're helping someone with when the SuperAdmin password has been forgotten and you can't log in to the back end to reset it, because you cannot use the password reminder to recover a super user or SuperAdmin password. And so thank you very much, John, for sharing that method. That was really cool. Very simple to remember. You only have to do it a couple times and you have it right there in the brain matter, and then it's going to save a lot of effort. But we'll look at some other efforts, because I know some other methods in the future, because I know not everybody is super comfortable with using not super comfortable with going into the database. They're a little bit afraid of going into phpMyAdmin, and you should be afraid. In fact, before you do anything in the database, I should have said, make sure you back up your Joomla site before doing this. I'll put a tag back where I should have set it earlier. So there are other methods, other ways that you can do that without going into the database and into the tables if you're not comfortable with that. All right. So thanks again for your support of this channel. Don't see anyone in chat yet. Don't know if anybody's out there lurking or listening. That's cool that if you are. I will look for someone that's maybe I've made a mistake and not made this public for people to find. Either way, we're at the end of what the tip is for today, so I appreciate you watching, and as always, for your support of this channel, I thank you for that. Hey, if you haven't, subscribe, ring that bell, and you'll get notices and updates, and that will help the channel grow, help others find out about this channel as well. So, hey, Mary, good to see you. Until next time, everybody, and I'll chat with you right after, Mary. Until next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless. Hello, Mary. How are you today? Did you know about this method for resetting passwords? Get back to the windows here so I can see everything. Oh, but yeah, okay. Oh yes, you mentioned about Joomla Search, and I haven't even looked into that yet because I don't want to struggle with it. Oh, so you knew about that method, but you always do it wrong. You know, when I was practicing or getting ready to do it on the site here today, I put in the password, saved it, it got changed or encrypted. I went and logged into the site. I was using my basic Joomla site, and like my main one. And I went and I logged in. It said couldn't connect to LDAP server, blah, 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 blah. I went and I looked back, and the password was back to what it had been before. And I thought, oh my goodness, what am I doing wrong? This seemed to be such a simple and easy thing to do. But what I remembered eventually was that on my basic Joomla.com site, I'm running RS Firewall, and I have the SuperUser identity protected against change, can't be changed. And I thought, well, that's interesting, wonder how that works. But anyway, so what was happening was I could go in and change the password in the table, and then and it would stay there until I tried to log into the back end of the site, and then RS Firewall actually changed it back to what my password was. So now, you know, the reality is if you have access to the database table, you can then go into extensions and turn off RS Firewall. But still, I thought that was pretty cool because it was preventing me from switching back, changing my own password or changing a SuperUser password until I logged in, and then I turned that feature off. Then it stayed. So that was pretty cool to see happen. Yes. That was a good job for RS Firewall. And I don't know, I know that Admin Tools will also, I wonder if Admin Tools does that from Akiba, if it protects. Okay, so one issue is because you're searching for banners and you can't search for modules. Okay, because they aren't pages. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of the impression that that I've had about Admin Tools maybe being more powerful than RS Firewall. I have been in there for a long time, so I really can't say one way or the other. I'm hoping someday they learn about me and say, hey, here's a free subscription. You want to give it a try? And then I'll give that a try. So you're searching for banners and you can't search modules because they aren't pages. Why do they need to find banners? Is it to view them or to download them, or okay, so they're advertisers. Are they looking for their banners where they appear on the site, or are they just simply looking for the banners that belong to them? Oh, okay. Hopefully, yeah. Okay. Hopefully, people looking because I know you want I mean, banners. You want them appearing on content so that people are attracted to them as advertising. But if they're actually looking for the specific banners, is there some way to that the banner module can be put into articles through like regular labs modules anywhere? So then they could almost become searchable if you have text about what the banners are in the article that the module is put in. I don't know if that would work, if that's even accomplishes what you're looking for, but not going to work moving forward. Oh man, let me tell you about moving forward. I've got my I got a new faster server for my biggest client that does training courses for fire departments, and then I moved them over to the Saturday night at 9 o'clock. I thought, okay, I'm going to move them over to the new server so the IP changes can resolve. Slept for about an hour and a half in front of the fireplace during the night at one point while I was waiting for files to copy over. Went to church, came home, worked on it in the afternoon, worked on it last evening. Not so much in the afternoon because I had to wait for the changes to resolve. Worked right through the night, went to bed this morning at like 7:30 or something because there's one little thing that's not working. So I actually got up around 1:30 this afternoon, and so I'm going to revisit that later on. And I would love to move forward. It's the one last little thing, and it is the thing that this site does, and it's down right now. The site's up, but it's down. XML-RPC is not. There's some error, so I don't know what it is. Plus, I've also not done a very good job setting up the name servers because that's sort of mysterious to me. So yes, the life of a web designer. I was so tired last night, and I thought, oh, this is going to be great. I'll go to bed and I'll be able to fall asleep. And then I thought, oh, this might take a long time. So, but exactly, I just thought, well, this is what I do. This is what we do. So it's going to be a sleepy night. So, Mary, do you have kids at home? Have you reached that stage of life where you're where fewer people suffer if you stay up all night working on something? Because here at CyberSalt World headquarters, it's just Susan and I now, so that's not too bad. And she's a morning person, so granddaughter, and your hubby's a kid. Yeah, so's my wife's. Yeah, my wife really likes mornings, so it works out kind of well because it's quiet here. So she does her morning routines and does her quiet time and does some Bible reading and praying in the morning. And then I get up around 10 or 10:30 usually, and then into the evening when she's gone to bed, then the house is quiet for me to do my stuff. So it's nice that way. I kind of like it. A little bit more living with the rhythms of life, although it can be a little chaotic at times. So, how long is your granddaughter with you? Is it just a short visit, or is it a longer arrangement, or? Okay. Well, if you're going to kick him out, then obviously she's at least 8 years old. Yeah. Good. We've my wife Susan was just up island today visiting our granddaughter, and we've got the number 4 on the way on early in May, so that's going to be nice. So Don't want to live through the teen years. Well, you do what you have to do, eh? Alrighty, well, I should drag myself back to that other can and start kicking it again and see if I can get some joy and get this last thing sorted out and solved. So it's nice chatting with you. Do you want me to leave this on the channel, or do you want me to edit this out? It's up to you. I'm easy either way. It doesn't matter. Okay. Well, I don't need to get any sleep because, man, I slept from 7:30 to 1:30. What's that? That's 6 hours sleep. That's pretty good. Alrighty. Thanks, Mary. Great catching up with you. Probably catch you next week. So enjoy your Joomla sites. And God bless. Bye-bye.